If you're looking for the ultimate comfort food, don't move a muscle.
Savory beef patties simmered in this amazing mushroom brown gravy.
Did you say amazing mushroom brown gravy?
Serve this over mashed potatoes for the ultimate comfort food in this dish.
To the max. It is so good, it's easy, and it's just a classic, and there's a reason for it.
That gravy.
Good gravy. All right, let's get going.
All right, so I've got some breadcrumbs here, or actually it's
fresh
breadcrumbs. We took 2 pieces of bread, cut off the crust, and then stuck it in our food processor and just gave it a couple of posts.
You don't have to food process it. You can tear it apart with your hands, and we use good old country white bread.
And I've got a 1/4 cup of milk, and I'm just gonna get this all soaked up in here. It's kind of like we're making meatballs. Yes.
So while he's doing that, I've got over here. Let me just tell you over here. I'm using my small nonstick skillet. So nonstick makes these patties kind of easier to deal with. You can go with regular when you start cooking the patties, but you're gonna want a bigger one. But ours, we left
at an Airbnb.
See, this is what happens when you're food people. Everyone wants you to like
cook, so you bring your own pans.
Cater. Did you get that good and soaked up?
Oh, I thought I did. I've been here sitting here messing with it.
All right.
All right, here. Is that good?
I guess. Push it off to the side.
Oh, okay. Push it.
This right here is a half of a medium onion that I sautéed in about a tablespoon of oil, and just got that until it was nice and soft. And then I added some garlic to it and let that go for another 30 minutes. I let that cool off because we are going to be adding an egg, and I don't want that egg to start, cooking and getting kind of cooked and scrambled. Yes. So anyway, we're gonna add a pound of ground hamburger, and Wesley's gonna start while working this together. This is a 1 whole egg. So what I was gonna say, back to the whole milk thing. So this really, like Wesley said, this is similar to how we do our meatballs and meatloaf. So it just provides a real tenderness. This is a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce.
Yes.
This is all these classic flavors.
I love Worcestershire.
I do too, and I love it the way you say it. And then we've got 2 teaspoons of ground mustard, yellow ground mustard, and then I'm eyeballing it today. We're going old school. We're doing about a tablespoon of ketchup. We're really fancy here. And then we've got a teaspoon of salt. Let me get that in there because that's important.
Yes.
And a half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper.
Wonderful. Is that it?
That's it. So now while you're doing that, so this will form 4 nice kind of like oval patties. They're
almost like mini meatloaves.
Meatloaves, they are. You want to get them about that thick. And now I love doing them with the milk and the bread just because I think it makes it extra moist. It does make them not as compact and not as firm. If you wanted a more firm patty, sometimes patty needs to be firm. Then you can just do like regular dry breadcrumbs. Regular Italian breadcrumbs or panko works really well. But
I'm kind of doing my own thing and trying to figure out what's a 1/4 of this meat.
We're used to you doing your own thing. Okay.
All right.
Now in the same skillet, like I said, so my big one would have easily fit these 4 patties, but I'm going to bring out my big skillet here in just a moment. This is the way I'm doing it. It's not a one-pot wonder because I like using my my nonstick, and I only have my small one with me right now. So we're going to do this in stages.
Okay. Here, I want everybody to see my patties. Let me show everybody.
That's good. I'm going to now the same skillet. I'm heating up.
Look at that cute patty.
That's good.
I'm kind of making it into like an oval.
Okay. Well, you got another one to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Just trying to make it look pretty.
It looks beautiful. So we're going to do these in 2 stages, and all you're really doing is you're just kind of searing. You're locking in some of that flavor on the beef and then we're going to set this aside. We're going to do our 2 others, and then we're going to build that gravy, and that's when things get really exciting.
All right, can I just put these into your pan?
Place them in there.
All right. Well, I got to.
You want to get this on pretty hot. I'd say medium high.
All right, I'm just going to do this down like that. There we go.
Good. That's nice. Hear the sizzle. That's good.
Hear that sizzle.
Especially if wow, you got these nice and thick.
Well,
that's what happens when you leave Loon to them. Now the other 2 is going to be, okay.
Yes, I got the other 2 of them.
Kind of scooch it around in the skillet a little bit. We got the oil, we got our nonstick.
That one there on the left is
gigantic. I know. Anyway, you could get a scale and measure out so you've got the exact same quantities, but this is perfectly fine to eyeball this. So we're going to let it go about 2 minutes. Oh, it already smells so good.
I know, and I'm making these other patties.
Perfect. Let these go for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to flip them, let them go for 2 more minutes, and then we'll do the others. Okay, so these they're not going to cook all the way through, and you see. These are pretty tender.
They are delicate.
They are delicate. That's because we're doing that really soft binder. The binder that we used is that milk-soaked bread. But that's okay. They're going to finish cooking. So what I did, after for about 2 minutes, 1 to 2, depending on how hot your skillet is, just carefully flip them over and let them go for another couple minutes on the other side. They're going to finish off in this sauce that we are about to make that is to die for.
That's...
I know, it's all, I mean, you talk about gravy.
Yeah, and you could use that gravy on several things, I imagine.
Yes, oh yeah, when we have.
I know.
Okay, so.
That was a cue, anyway.
Yeah, I picked up on it. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a new spatula. So I've got, I just eyeballed that, but that's about a tablespoon of olive oil, and then I've got a tablespoon of unsalted butter, and I'm going to go ahead and throw these in.
But he also took some of the drippings from the other pan and threw them in there.
That's right, because there's good flavor there.
That's good. It's good.
If you did all 4 of these in this pan, you're going to get some of that, so that's going to stick to the pan. That's always good flavor there. So if any of that happens when you're using another pan, just make sure you transfer it because you get such good flavor.
We've used this pan to make these before, but it's easier with a non-stick.
It is. I will say that it is. And if you have a large non-stick like we used to, then you
We
can.
just discovered this the other day.
We were searching for it. And we're like, oh, that's right. Yes. And it was it was at like a rental place, so we'll never get it back. So anyway, now I'm going to. That went for probably. Should have let that go a little longer, but that's okay. That was another half of an onion that I finally chopped, and now we've got 8 ounces of just good old white button, whatever kind of mushrooms you like.
Yes.
But nothing fancy.
Yes.
And
so what he's making now, this mushroom gravy, is so good on a Swiss burger.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Yes, mushroom Swiss burger.
Forget the burger, just have
I know.
the sauce.
The sauce is really to die for.
And usually when you do make your mushroom Swiss burgers, you can't see the burger underneath the sauce.
It's a mushroom sauce with a burger.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, we're gonna let these cook until they get nice and soft and start to release their liquid, which is about 8 minutes. Okay, don't these look good?
Yes.
I love sautéed mushrooms so much.
I love sautéed mushrooms. I love sautéed onions. I love it all.
I know. So if you have someone in your family that doesn't like mushrooms, you can just leave the mushrooms out and still make an amazing gravy. Okay, so if your mushrooms, when you're cooking them, you feel like they're gonna get dry and then they release some liquid. But if they feel like, they're just too dry, you can do another squirt of oil, like another half a teaspoon of oil, and you're gonna be good. Now I like to, just because I like all my components seasoned, I'm gonna hit this with just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Don't overdo it because we're going to also salt the sauce. But now we want to get these a little wet because we're going to add some flour to them that's going to act as a thickener. Doesn't that smell incredible?
I love it.
Is a tablespoon of a little more Worcestershire sauce. And now we are going to add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And this is going to create a...
I was going to talk about some more mushrooms that you make. Oh, those steakhouse mushrooms.
Yes.
Oh,
I know.
Are they just like in a balsamic or something like that?
Yeah, they are. They're kind of like they are at a balsamic in a reduction. Oh. They are so good. I know. I have been a lover of mushrooms, and it's so funny. I would go. There was a place called Furr's Cafeteria. You may remember it, that we would go to with my mom and dad, and we would eat there a lot of times after church on Sunday.
Yes.
And I would always I didn't know at the time it was Salisbury steak, but it was a hamburger patty like this, and then I would get it topped with mushrooms. And like my mom is one of those people that's not a fan of mushrooms.
No, but she likes marsala.
She likes chicken marsala. Yeah, she'll work around them. But anyway, so I never really had them at home growing up, and so that was always a treat for me. And I just, if you like, oh my gosh, brown gravy, if you like mushrooms, if you like a little ground beef. So we're going to let this roux do its work, and we're going to let this thicken up, and then we're going to add a little garlic powder, salt, and pepper.
And then these are going to go back in there.
And then it all comes together. Oh, is there nothing better than gravy?
Wow.
Okay, now that garlic powder, I'm going to do that, I know. Just need a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. That's thickened up nicely to the consistency of gravy, just what you want. Now, if you want to do the honors, and nestle those babies
I'm
on
going
in
to get
here.
these guys in there.
And this, they're
very carefully. As these sat, They kind of congealed a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, right.
They stayed together more.
And then they'll cook perfectly. You can go ahead and spoon some of this over the top if you want.
Okay, watch out. Here comes another baby right there.
Okay, and these will just cook perfectly. They're going to be so tender and just so loaded with flavor.
Ooh-wee.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
You guys, are you salivating? Are you?
This one right here, that's mine.
That's yours. The big one.
Well, just remember where that goes.
That's right. I know where it is. Okay, so now do not take much time at all. We're going to cover this up. I've turned my heat down to like a medium low. You just want it to simmer, and we're going to cover it and let it go for 10 to 12 minutes. And Wesley's is big, so you may go on the upper 12 minutes.
Yeah, get your mashed potatoes ready.
And get this time to get your mashed potatoes heated, and then it's going to be the most epic meal of, a long time. The time has come.
I can't wait.
And it didn't take that much time. Okay, here's the big reveal. I always love this. Yay!
Oh.
I'm gonna put these back here. We got our mashed potatoes cooked up. It's beautiful. If you wanted to, check it every little bit. I've been letting these go for about 12 minutes. And then you can do this. They may want to stick a little bit, so give them a little scooch in there.
Give them a little nudge.
Just a little loving. Okay, we are good to go.
Here, let's put it right here.
Let's do. Okay,
Come on over to me.
I'm gonna come to you.
Yes, you know which one I want.
I do. It's screaming your name. All right.
Yes. Here we go.
That is a meatloaf. Have served yourself. Okay.
Yes. Here, go ahead and do yours real quick.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, now
give me some gravy.
Yeah, it's all about this gravy. It really is.
Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
These mashed potatoes are happy too.
I love it. I love it. All right.
And this feeds a family of 4 easily. You could double the recipe and feed us twice.
Wow. All right, let me move this out of the
Boy,
way.
that is so good.
Make sure everybody can see that. There you go. Front and center.
Man. Wow. It's just
do I need my knife?
Probably not.
I'm just gonna do this. I'm going right in there. Oh, it is super.
It's just fall apart tender.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get.
And again, if you don't want them that tender, you could do dry breadcrumbs and they'll be more compact. But don't you like tender?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, my mouth is watering. It was so comforting. It's like,
I'm dying.
this is if there was ever any kind of food that was built for the Loon.
This sauce. This is good. This is borderline truck stop.
I was going to say, this is like really top-notch truck stop. And there's nothing wrong with that. The kids. The kids will love this.
I'm dying.
Grandma and Grandpa will love this.
Oh, everybody will love this.
And I'm thinking maybe you might like it.
That is 100,000% Loon approved.
Yes!
Even more. Even more.
Really? Okay.
It's so good.
It's so good. And I'll serve it with some bread. It's just
comfort.
And it reheats beautifully for leftovers the next day. Not that there's going to be any.
Yeah, this is going on my plate.
That's right. All right, guys, make Salisbury steak and be so very, very happy.
Yes.
We
Get
love
all
you.
salsy.
Get all salsy. All right, bye, everybody.